Yes, and I put my stop at 5 points and targeted 15 points. What's my win rate? What's this? Blah blah blah. And it gave numbers. At some point, it gave numbers because I like tricked that one. You know how there are different channels for each GPT you
There we
make?
go.
Mine was, I got one that was like answering all these questions, and then somebody made a point. He was like, "Well, did you ask a different chat that same question? What's it say?" I'm like, "That's a good point. It doesn't say anything, let alone the same thing. And if it is correct on the information, shouldn't it be able to replicate itself in another chat?"
Oh, yeah. Well, good morning, YouTube. Finally got that sorted out. I had the wrong screen up. I was doing a little thing for MoneyNet yesterday, and I forgot to take it down. All right.
All right, here's the moment to go down.
Well, we're halfway into the 1-for-1 here, and we're on support of a mother bar, though, so be cautious.
Nothing happened.
If you look at that 1-minute chart, look at that candle print right at 9:41
Amy,
there.
we told the market to wait for you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'll let it resume now.
And there it goes.
And
Up and away.
CVNA is right at that retracement target, so watch for a quick day trade scalp here. I'll get the 1-minute chart up.
I almost just did it again with the chat GPT thing. I just let my screen go black.
If anyone likes to fun around with scalping penny stocks, that kind of watch for a setup here on CVNA. It can also make a bearish measured move and slam all the way down to like 780. So
We have a big pop coming.
be nimble.
Look at Market Chameleon and pre-market trading on Market Chameleon. Oh, look at that. All right, so NQ broke above my angular trend line right here.
Of NQ. There goes NQ. Yes, come on. Make a high.
But it's struggling, man. It looks like it's losing momentum there.
These are old lines. I'm going to leave them on, but I'm going to set up some
Ironclad,
new
have
ones
you
here.
not learned this market knows what we see?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's watching us.
Every word.
It's watching our stream. It knows.
Turn it off, Jeremy.
It's funny because it for a year straight, a little over a year straight, for all through the first quarter of this year and from the beginning of last year, that diamond pattern was dead on for every FOMC except for this last one. And it wasn't that it was not in place to predict the range, because it was, but we, instead of trading the output side of the diamond into FOMC, the FOMC was the middle of the diamond. So it's like kind of interesting to see that happen. It's like every other FOMC meeting, like you would get the diamond before FOMC and you'd be able to define the range for what was possible for upper limit and what was possible for lower limit, and it would slam both of them almost every single time. At one point on I think it was Q3 last year, there was a time where it stayed in the lower channel and just flooded it. It never touched the upper limit. So that was kind of interesting to see that FOMC fell in the middle of the diamond to this time and set up a perfect head and shoulders pattern.
4130. Bingo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4135 next key level.
410.50 right on the mark. Done.
Well, the 4136 target is becoming more real.
I just heard my cash register drawer slam shut. Thank you.
Morning,
Have a
guys.
nice day. Morning.
Hey, morning, Ricardo. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing
Better
good. You see this market?
by the minute.
Better than
Craziness. How you
Better
doing
by
today,
the
man? You
minute.
just getting on charts now?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Yo, where are you from? East or west?
I'm from kind of like Central East. I'm by Toronto.
Central. Oh, okay, okay.
Canada, eh?
Yeah,
Canada.
Right, that's right. You said that before.
Canada.
Canada. It's a province, right? Canada.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm trying to be funny. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't.
Hey, where are you guys seeing Ricardo's reply? Is it on the main chat? but I'm not.
Hmm?
What do you mean?
Yeah, it should be main
I
chat.
didn't reply to anything.
No, I did it again. Bro, this ChatGPT thing, I just hit the wrong button. This is like the 8th time I'm making it type this Pine script.
Woohoo, go butterfly, go. I'll dig it. And if that butterfly hits dead on today, I'm gonna dance.
Thanks
It's
for the warning.
it's one that yeah, I'll put it
On
on
video?
YouTube. We'll make a TikTok video of me dancing. I dance like a total moron.
Awesome.
I do the dad
Yes,
dance.
Those videos go viral.
Yes. But
All
it's
right, is that a hammer? Is that a hammer on the 5 minutes on the ES for me?
let's see here.
Is
Go
it
back to my
hammer
ES
time?
chart.
It's
Do,
a
do, do, do,
hammer.
do, 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 do.
Well-
Oh. I don't know. I see the 1 second chart made a retracement of the last bullish 1-for-1 down to 41.26. We're retracing half the previous move and setting up to push through 41.28 or reject 41.28. It's already done. Back to 41.26. If it holds here, cool, we can go bullish. If it doesn't hold here, we're going for 41.22 like a rocket.
We're going down.
We're going down, down, down.
It doesn't feel like it wants to go down today. But it can't seem to get any real legs under it.
We're still in the channel on the rising side, so I'll allow it. But if we snap, it makes a new channel and we start trending the other way. One zone to the next. Consolidate here and blast to the zone, or reject at or before the zone and scream back
Rejected.
down.
Rejected.
I mean, either way, my butterfly is already profitable, but you know, it's if it goes to where the body is at the money or in the money about an hour before close, I will just literally get to pocket almost the entire width of the spread on top of the profit I locked in.
I know, I'm a little bit bored myself.
Ho
I'm gonna
hum.
go
Yawning.
to
You guys are funny.
I'm gonna go get my protein 2.0 and
Okay, we're pushing up now. But the NQ is coming off. Wow. Boy, you guys need to get going the same direction.
Following. Where is he? Yeesh.
yeah, look at that. Super parabolic.
Volume's down on this last half hour.
Nice. 4135 coming up.
Bam. We got the twofer right to the number. Let me drag the box up. Actually, that's a threefer.
All right, so
One,
we hit the 200, the 200
three,
moving average
4,
on the hourly
5.
chart.
Thank you for that one.
Scalparaya. Scalparuski.
We aim to please.
Yes. Perfect 1-for-1. Done. 41.32. How about them apples? Pullback looks like 41.30 would be healthy, but there's nothing stopping it from running on up to 41.38.
Agreed. Or even 41.41.
Cha-ching! Come on, butterfly.
4193 final target.
Butterfield.
Nice.
41.20. 4200.
4200.
It's like an auction.
Like I was saying on the FOMC, I was like looking at that 1 second chart and trying to call out numbers. I'm like, I can't say it fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm not an auctioneer.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the scalp setup for CVNA. look for this little inverse head and shoulders to actually play. Resistance line is right there. Let me draw it for some of you penny stock traders. This is basic price action 101. Easy, easy stuff. Break this line. This is your neck. Run for target. 1 minute 200 is first. $10 on the nose. 10.05 would be the extension. If it gets loose on a bullish 1-for-1, it can hit 11 bucks.
Round bottom.
Hell, we could watch that on a 5-second chart if you want, but there's no point. We'll go 1 minute.
One last push.
Freaking Silvergate, man. I can't wait to be able to sell some more puts on that thing. So that wheel strategy we got to talking about, if you really think about it, that is trading like a damn market maker. It is an income strategy from hell all by itself, but then when you go and you start swing trading the short legs, now you've got something where you can just generate power moves. And selling premium, dude, is a freaking it's just like having prime real estate that you can Airbnb and it's booked 24/7, 365. So it's like really, really good strategy to generate income on. If everything else fails for you, if you suck at day trading, the wheel trade you can still do.
41.35 hit. Nice.
Oh yeah. 41.38 still on deck, and that would be a 5 wave. So watch for a pullback at 41.38 if it hits it. We're right at the bottom of that liquidity zone, right at 411. And this thing can swing anywhere it wants to from here, but if it gets into this, 413 and 414 are right on deck. There goes CVNA breaking that neckline. Watch for momentum. Easy day trading on stuff like that, guys. Penny stocks are just, you could throw a dart at the board and hit your price target on those practically. Anytime you come out of a pattern like this, you almost always test it for support. So if you got long on this, you're trading the setup and not the break. This is what you're seeing is most people are jumping in on that setup and they're taking profit here. So you get this little wick down, let that close. You almost see the 3 bar right here. Let me stand it up big and tall. There we go. That wick is the 3 bar. This is your little Busby here. That's what causes those.
For sure.
People get long in the setup instead of the break, and you know they do that 8 and 20 cross or 9 and 20 cross, whatever they're riding. You know, they get in on the setup, they run it to the neckline, it gets above the neckline. They go, "Oh man, I made a killing," and they sell it. That's them taking profit off that move. And the 3 bar is typically a bounce in the next candle right off the support and goes right to about a penny under that 3rd bar. So 950 is your like 5-second target on this thing from, you know, tapping 943. Bam, that move's done. They're going to take profit on this and leave a wick, most likely. Sometimes you'll get a straight up bar after this, and that's what we're looking at now because people are chasing it. Let's watch that on a 5-second chart. You'll see the chase. This is that bar. This is the top of it. That candle's still got, you know, about 20 seconds left. Watch them run it right back to the 20 here at about 9:48.
Let's watch the back.
Done. As fast as I could say it. 9:28 or 9:48.
That's the bag holders right there now.
Yep.
And the bag holders.
For that 20 seconds, yes, those are bag holders peeling off right there. Bam. Let's go back to the 1-minute chart. Look, testing support again. Your Busby's
that's
done.
crazy.
That
She's
scalp
still
is
going.
done. If it can't hold above this neckline here, this will go right back to support and possibly break a bearish 1-for-1, and that's where this whole trend repeats down here. So this is where you're careful with this reversal here. So if you did get long on the setup and you took your profit already, cool, you scalped it once. You can wait for this break. You don't need to worry about it because it's got plenty of range to run back up to the 200, about 10 bucks. Can possibly hit 11 for the all-time high. No problem. If you run a compound position where you've taken a quick profit on this, you can take and leave your cost basis on. So if you've taken profit on this, like say you had a few hundred shares of this, and then you're able to leave 50 on with zero risk because of the profit you took on a few hundred shares, you can let that ride, and then you can always scale into it and feed into the trend.
How do you add volume to TradingView?
Don't know.
Volume?
Yeah.
It's gonna be day volume profile, I think.
Yeah, this whole thing's like brand new
What
to
are you
me.
asking?
How do you add volume to TradingView? Like, they're just the candles on the bottom. Just the volume candles.
Well, I use the volume profile indicator.
Yeah. Are you talking about
Oh, indicator.
this
Okay.
kind of volume? Okay. Let's see. I have
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Which kind of volume, Jeremy?
well, like the volume on the bottom here, like this. So
Yeah, it's what I was.
Oh, yeah. You can turn that on and off. I think you gotta go to settings.
I don't know if my account's been updated or not for the Primo
I have
version.
mine off. It's a setting in the charts. You gotta go to settings.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, thank you. Appreciate you, Ricardo.
No problem.
This is something I got excited about
I might
last
push
week.
higher.
Boop. Let me put this up for a second. This is gold. It gives you every level in the box. So when you draw a box,
What is that?
this
Gantt box, right?
is the Gann box. Yes.
What is it? What is that? Like, what does it do?
So when you find a range and you can put a box on the range, this is actually two of them. So you got a lower and an upper. So basically I put the upper one on first, printed a lower, and then this is the 0 point. So you got up and down range, right? It just gives you all of the pivots that are expected within that box, and it nails them so well. I was stoked when I found out. I'm like, oh, this is gold. So I'm going to be playing with this indicator for a little while to see if I can make some magic happen out of it.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I was blown away when I found it. And I think, yeah, it's just called the Gann box. Gammon Fib Tools is where it's at in here.
And Q's trying to push again.
Right?
Let me see, is my
Rally base
data
rally on the 5-minute.
I don't know if my account's been updated or not. Where's the real-time data?
Might try a long here, I don't know.
Let me go look at SPY real quick here. Hold on.
VIX is trying to push lower. I just don't like getting long here because I got a key level literally right here, 4135. You know what I'm saying?
This is real time, so we're good. If we hit that zero line, though, that's like right at 412. Then we start playing with these upper pivots. But it's just cool how it gives you every expected pivot level. Look, there's one there, it nailed. There's one there, it consolidated, broke down, came back up. You know, we gapped through these guys, started right on underneath this one, popped right up on top of it, 1-for-1, 1-for-1. All the pivots are present. All you gotta do is put one indicator on your chart. Bam. And this is the volume candles. Just basic volume is all that is. But you can do volume profile on the right side if you want. I'll have to figure out how to do it, but it's in there somewhere. Anyway, let me get this out of the way because I gotta
The volume profile is under indicators.
Okay. Thanks for that, man.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate that.
All right.
Very new to TradingView.
CVNA here. We had the hammer on the 8 period here. Looking for a pullback for the moment. Watch for the range to fall right on the base of that previous candle. If this closes a tweezer here and you got long on the break, this is where you can take your profit again and then wait for the next push. If it's going to break out here, cool. But this is halfway from the neck to the 200. And this is expected to take profit here. This is 50% retracement of the move from the 100 down, or the 200 down. See how it has a gap here? Pretty easy pickings right here. So a lot of people had the same idea. That's that red candle. That's taking profit and waiting for the next push. If it holds the 8 period, cool, we can ride it again. If it breaks here, we know where it's going. Shorts will take it right to that neckline. All right, SPY.
I think I'm finally finding the discipline not to trade in the chop.
Good, good, good.
That's
don't-
awesome.
Don't do what I do, because I do trade the chop.
I know, and I try to follow you, and I'm like, fuck.
I
It-
swim in the chop.
I love the chop, but that's like, you know, if
Ricardo, I'm the same. I can't do the chop like them.
you can scalp a 5-second chart and a 1-second chart, you've arrived. Until you do, just look for the easy ones. Look for the setups that are perfect 1-for-1s and trade those. They're much easier.
That's what I've done right now.
Because I will often just trade the 1-second chart for practice so I can catch those 1-for-1s with a lot more frequency so I can just get them closer and closer and closer to nailing exact targets. Just training my monkey brain. Or lizard brain or whatever we've been calling it.
Give us another pop. Let's surprise everybody.
Right?
And a lot of sellers stepping in here.
There's
Might
a-
just closing longs.
There's a good long flag forming here. And give it a few more bars and we'll see what
Maybe
happens.
they're just reloading.
You know, we
Aren't
get
you trying to push higher again?
rally base rally, or we get rally base rejection and fall. We're out of the upper box on this full trend today so far, so we're right up against the bottom of that liquidity zone as well. So remember, if we break that 411 with some force, we're gonna fill it to 413, no problem.
Bunch of big contracts that just went long.
Yeah, I saw that break on a 1-second chart right above 41.36. There's nothing but air.
For a long way.
Yep, it goes way the hell up there.
Oh, this
Yeah,
might
we
be a
put it
fake out
down
though.
Yesterday,
It can be.
Grab the breakout traders. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
50.
They will absolutely do that. They'll go and they'll pile orders in there and then they'll yank them off the book at the last second and start selling. So this is absolutely possibly a trap. That's why that pivot
hope
line is so
not.
important right here. You got to break
Yep.
that to trust this breakout.
VIX
you
has
can't
been
break it-
keeping me
We
bullish.
get slammed, that's sure.
Yep. So we
Wow,
always
silver looks pretty good for a breakout.
wait for the setup. And there goes your breakdown on CVNA. The bears will take it two
I don't
places.
like NQ's weak right now.
First, they'll take it here for a retrace of half that trend. If it holds there, you'll find some longs picking it up there. If it breaks there, it'll go right for that neckline, right for the previous resistance. Like clockwork.
41.52, 41.52, 41.52, 41.52.
Almost every penny stock ever trades exactly the same way. When you figure that out, like I say, penny stocks become gravy. It's learning price action the hard way, but once you get it, it's like the easy button trade. So like if you get screwed up trading SPY and you get in a funk where you've just been having your ass handed to you daily, go scalp a penny stock. Build that confidence back up. if you've been on a losing streak and you're just pissed off at yourself, you're losing heart, you're getting emotional about stuff, go scalp a penny stock, dude. It's just like refreshing.
Yo, trading with people real quick. Is there a way to make what's it called? You know how you hit buy market, sell market on the DOM? Is there a way? Because obviously when you click buy market, it brings up the whole buy, sell, market limit, stop, the whole little order thing. Is there a way to make that quicker?
What the
Like
hell?
scalpers like me and Jeremy who just like want to click in and be in the order, click out, be out of the order, or do we have to be
Maybe
setting these orders?
information's off or something like that. I don't know.
So
I
when
don't
you-
trade with it, so
So when you click on it in the chart and it's live on your chart, you can adjust.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
So what are you trying to do? Like you're trying to make it faster?
So like Tradeovate, right? You could click buy market and it'll just fill you instantly at buy market. If you click buy
instant
market and
order
trade,
placement. There's a box to check instant order placement. If you right click on the chart and you go under trading, there's a box that says instant order placement. I don't know if clicking that will give you.
oh, look at that. Thank
I don't
you.
know what it does, but it sounds to me like
Where is this?
Now I'm
In-
scared to click it.
In Tradeovate?
no trading.
Trading View.
Oh,
Have you tried using the
I was
DOM?
like, I
Oh,
never
look at
saw
that. Yeah, I think that's gonna work.
Finally.
That looks like it'll work for the top left part. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm just guessing, so there you go.
Hey, look, we're due for a 50% retracement.
Fair time.
Yep.
Just
I
a
had my
bit.
cursor hovering right at 410.65 there, top edge of this box. I'm like, oh, we're in the box. Get back in
Yeah,
the
I took
box.
a short there and just closed it. We'll see.
Bears will target
Jeremy.
about 410.02. Go ahead.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
when are we getting trading?
I don't want to brag, but that's how I am today.
As far as I know, they're just gonna up and upgrade our
I don't
accounts.
like that. That's so good.
Got you.
So if it's not upgraded yet, I don't know if mine is or not yet, but it is
Mine's
showing
not.
real time data, so that I can tell you.
Yeah, it lags a little bit, like a second or two compared to like TOS, but that's because we are still on that free version.
Right.
So this trading view is gonna happen then.
Yeah. Yep.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Deals in ink. We just gotta get all the details worked out.
What are the details? Can you share that yet?
I can share a little bit of it. So we're looking at we'll start transitioning from whatever brokerage or whatever data we're using to display for you guys to TradingView. So like all of us will be trading with TradingView.
It won't be a bunch of random charts.
Right. It won't be like one guy using Webull, another guy using TOS. It'll be
Right.
all of us using the same charts. And when that gets rolling, we're looking for being able to get affiliate discounts for our members. So we're looking at working out what the percentage will be, and once we have that number, we'll definitely tell you guys. But usually, when we make this kind of a deal, it usually means a great discount for our members. So.
And it's good for existing subscriptions, or
Of course.
I'm pretty sure they'll
It's
do it.
only good for existing.
Right. Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
you already paid for the pro, and I would consider upgrading if I got a discount. Not that I use it from I have a specific
Right.
They probably
charting
won't like
setup.
refund you whatever you paid, but I'm sure going forward if you
anyway,
have
so it doesn't matter.
So it'll just give me this because I'm an existing TradingView customer, so it'll just give me a
Probably-
discount. So,
Probably discount for upgrading. Like if you went and
Right.
upgraded,
And I'm thinking,
to the premium account, it would charge you for the basic account or whatever. However that works.
okay.
let's go lower. The market's like, nah, I want to go higher today.
yeah, I shorted the NQ up there, but it's really not pulling back that much.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching NQ too. Needed to just drop really,
hear you.
really hard.
Right? Just drop 500 points or so would be nice.
Hey,
That's
CBNA
it. Are
held
we
support
asking for
there.
so much?
If you're in the day trade on penny stocks, CBNA held that support. Watch for a break above the 8 period for the trend to continue. And you've got a pretty good shot at a 1-for-1 here. up to that 200, but just be very cautious of real quick action at this point, because if people are, if the institutions are bearish on it, they'll sell into strength, and they will let it go almost to the target, and then they'll just rip a face off with a big old sell bar, like they did in the morning here. Look, they let it run right up to that pivot, and blam, they shorted the living crap out of that. That's all big money doing that, okay? This is little money buying it back, chasing the ask.
That was pre-market, so there was no big money trading pre-market.
No, this was right at the open.
Oh, at the open, because I'm looking at.
They faded it right to the pivot.
You're talking at 9:30.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that bar right there is 934. And
Yo, this instant order thing, perfect. Thank you.
in 1 minute, they ran and faded, 40 cents or 60 cents right off that thing. Blam. Instantly in 1 minute bar.
Kev, can you do a screenshot of your instant order and put it in the chat?
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
Let me finish up this trade real quick. I did grab a short on that around like 41.32, so I just want to make sure we don't come back up there. And then, yeah, definitely.
Nice, thanks.
All right, bearish 1 for 1. Ah, damn it.
I
I'm
don't
out
like
of
how
lines.
NQ's holding above this area.
Yeah. Looks like they might take another run.
Let me throw down the 30-second chart. Maybe it'll let me do that. I think I ran out of lines already.
Oh, geez.
That's the other reason I can't wait for TradingView, because I can draw on it all I want. They don't care. No skin off their server
I don't
farm.
know about this.
The charting on TradingView, I'd have to say, is better than your Webull.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm spoiled on Webull because I've loved Webull. It's the appearance is awesome, and TradingView is as awesome, and then way more. So it just has. I almost think that Webull is trying to mimic TradingView charts, although they don't have nearly as much indicator power and stuff like that. That and the charts.
Up. I ended up reversing the because I got stopped.
My biggest attraction to Webull is the appearance of it is just clean. It's very clean. And TradingView is like Webull, but way better. Whew. All right. Probably going to cut out like right at about 10:45 today because I got a lot to do. My whole block is having a big old party tonight, so.
Nice.
Dedicated to you, of course.
Cinco de Mayo.
Party time.
You know, more Americans celebrate Cinco de Mayo than Mexicans.
Oh yeah. I don't care. That's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, well, I was thinking it's probably true about St. Patrick's Day too. There's probably more of us celebrating that than the Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the truth.
We just look for any excuse. We'll celebrate any holiday. You give us a holiday, we'll celebrate it.
That's right.
Just give us a reason to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Division lines all in play. I'm going to try and draw them this time.
NQ, come on, push higher. Big pop.
Big money, no whammies.
I'm going to get rid of this one and change it for this one. There we go. Now we're more clean. Back to the 5-second chart. So it'll let me draw on the 30-second chart, and I can go to the 5-second chart and watch it happen. I guess that's what the rule is. So we're looking. Sorry, throw it clear. Looking for a 1-for-1 outside here. I'll survive a throat clear, I guess. As far as CVNA, it might be done here, but keep an eye on a couple more bars before you give up.
Big rejection.
Never mind, this is looking bad.
Never mind. Looking bad.
Like I said, they love selling into strength, and this is where you get that accumulation here. People are expecting it to run to that 200 and run back to that target and give us a bullish 1-for-1. let's go look at a 30-second chart and zoom way out. All right,
Yeah, I'll take one more pop if it wants to do one more pop.
start drawing boxes, dude. This is gonna be a lifesaver. All right,
Mark, it's like I don't want to do one more pop.
there's like 1, like 2. We made a little over half of it. We're consolidating now. If it finishes the move,
Oh,
cool.
NQ higher.
990 now.
NQ new high today. I think that's gonna help ES. Come on, ES. Push over 41.35. Hold that.
But look a little closer. Look what was making up that leg 1. 1, 2, 3 flags. So 3 to 4, usually pretty common. You get a big move. 3 to 4 is usually equal to 2 to 3. You get the big move out. Typical 3 flags up on a penny stock. Almost every time you see this, it does it. Key resistance is right here at 977. If it can't break that, they will sell the crap out of it right when it hits that number. And we'll watch it right here on the 30-second chart.
Alright, I'm out of longs. Let me screenshot that for you.
And we're looking at SPY trading right on the regression line between your angular resistance and support. My
might
shaft
keep
lines
going
or
high.
fan lines, whatever you want to call them, but where's the 1 minute? We're still under that 411 pivot here, so remember, don't get chopped up in the setup, trade the break. If you get a 1-for-1, we can scoot on up here to 411.40. Let's measure that on the ES. That puts us at 41.40. Yeah, 41.40. Sorry. 41.38 would be half of that. 41.40 up the end.
If you left click on the chart and then you click settings, you click that trading button, then you hit the instant orders
Oh,
placement.
that's what you're trying to say. Okay, I know exactly.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, I was trading. I was when you get into a position, then I have to click 2 buttons to get out, and then I finally read up and realized that instant order placement, and it changed the game.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I appreciate you pointing that out, Amy.
Thank you.
You might want to let people know about that if they do switch over to TradingView, because it will be a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
it's game changer. That's game changer for real. Yeah, we will. You know what? Once we get that whole trading view thing going,
Yeah.
maybe what we'll do is I'll make like a learn to trade or something somewhere. We'll make like a trading view tutorial, right? And we'll
Oh,
make
yeah.
it like either a YouTube video, 20 minutes long, with some tips and tricks and stuff, quick order placement, order flow, using the DOM, like all that type of stuff. Because obviously, I mean, I'm asking questions today. We're still new at this too. I mean, Jeremy's also going to be new to TradingView. But once we get the ball rolling, we sort of get comfortable with it, then we'll be able to get something going for everybody here. That's a great idea.
Whoops. Yeah, it's kind of Lucian's been building some of those videos all the while, and then we're just going to keep producing lots of little content on tips and tricks for using TradingView, and all this little stuff will be in tow.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Lucian's TradingView videos on YouTube.
He's
Oh,
been
that's good.
doing really good with those. Oops. All right. Too much stuff going on.
Wow, that NQ move was pretty substantial this morning.
Right? Still going.
Yeah.
Hey, we're on top of 411. Comes that measured move. CVNA. Wow, look at that blaster. 1-for-1 done. I totally took my eyes off of it for a second.
Damn.
And
Yo, I can't
Apple's
wait to get this trading view going because I don't like using COS charts and trading view.
right.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it would be great to have everything in one place, and that's the whole point of TradingView. Is like everything is in one place.
Yo, it offers so much.
Indeed.
Well, just being able to connect all those brokers to TradingView is a game changer for me.
Oh yeah. There's resistance on ES 4138 out of zone there. I gotta
All right.
edit these ones.
So we hit the 1 minute 200 here with CVNA. This is where you're super critical. If you made a killing on this, this is where you sit on your hands and you wait and see if it's going to complete a slow melt above there to that $11 target, or if it's going to get ripped off and sold down to $9 here. Day trading is pretty much done for that. Anything from here on is just high risk. So it's like you'll have to discipline yourself on trying to continue to earn on that one. Let's see what the rest of the chart looks like on that. Damn, that's one big ass spinner. I'm not really expecting that to break that $11 mark, but if it does, we've got previous action that can take it. There's a mother bar here to like $12.75, and another mother bar back here to $15. Those are all in play-ish, but only if it breaks resistance. So certainly mark those out on your chart, kind of keep an eye on them. But like any other penny stock, there's a reason they're penny stocks. They're not something that you want to mess around with for long periods of time as far as trying to hold the bag. You'd rather just scalp it. And this is what we look left for. We find all the control zones. We know where all the bag holders are this way. Every time you see a candle with a little wick on it and it's a big bar, know that there was a bunch of people chasing this ask to get it there. And all of a sudden, it got sold. So there's many bag holders who bought it here and are still holding it. There's many bag holders here. Many, many, many bag holders up in here. So every time you hit a barrage of bag holders dumping their bags, that's why you hit those targets.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Right?
Sorry, that's where my mind went immediately.
That's cool. I did too. All right. Apple setting up a 1-for-1. Of course, we're in a 1-for-1. You always mark the halfway spot because that is going to be a first target.
What a
So,
push. Damn.
174.
Held that long.
70 looks like your first target for this number here. There you go. Bam, 1-for-1 getting finished up on SPY, 411.45. We called 411.40 earlier. Anytime you have a rising angular, especially when it's a shaft line or fan line, whatever you want to call them, I just call it whatever the hell comes to mind first. As time goes on, that gets further and further away, so that target just increases that the whole time. So now we're up to 411.56 for a target to hit that line. Bam, nailed it. Now what? We're doing another. We're going to push, probably accumulate here and then push. Butterfly's wings are stretching now, baby. Go, baby, go. Sorry. Like I said, if it hits 414 anytime between now and the last hour of trading today, I will be dancing.
Get your tap shoes, Jeremy.
Well, that butterfly was originally a call debit spread. It was I think, initially it was 100 lot, and then I ended up trading out of it for 50. So I got 50 still on with butterflies wrapped. So I took 50 of the call spreads off in profit, and then I converted the other half into butterflies. So
Nice.
if that goes right to the body, it's only $1 wide. So it's the 4, 13, 14, and 15 butterfly. But if price hits 414 or right under 414, I get the width of that spread. So that's $1 wide. That's $5,000. If it doesn't hit it, I don't have to care because my profit's already locked in.
Okay, TradingView people, I got another question. I'm gonna send some screenshots. So I'm looking at the DOM, right? And I'm looking at TOS Active Trader. Active Trader obviously shows the orders sitting on ask and bid, but it also shows further bid and ask
Nice
prices and
work.
numbers and stuff. So think TradingView only shows the current bid and ask. It doesn't show like a few
You pay
ticks
for the
out.
extra data, probably.
Okay.
There's probably a setting somewhere.
Beep, boop, back to regression. Support test done. We're going to test 411 on SPY here. If it holds here, cool, we can go and resume that trend. If it breaks over here, that's fine. We know if it breaks out of this range, goes right down to the next range. I'm going to delete this box because it is irrelevant now. CVNA, oh look at that. Right to the 200, back down to the support.
So that has to do with your data, because that happens to me as well when I use the DOM.
Apple not quite into that halfway target. Sorry, my voice is failing. Pulling
No,
back to the...
we just retrace all of this and go right back down to 4,100.
Ricardo, do you have that? The what I'm talking about?
Yes, and I don't, like I said, I don't know how to use the DOM, and those orders being placed are I don't know, I don't know how to answer
You
that
don't know
for
how
you.
to read. Oh, okay. No, I'm just asking if they're there. If you need help to like understand like the order placement and stuff, the DOM, time and sales, active trader, things like that. Not active trader. Level 2. Those are all order flow things, and those are really, really great for scalping. Not, I don't know about 5-second scalping. It probably would help with 5-second scalping, but like a few minutes, 5 minutes, around key levels, because then you could really visualize how heavy the orders are sitting, if we're getting volume picking up there or not, things like that. It's always good to be able to understand some sort of order flow.
A little bit what I'm trying to say is that the TradingView DOM that you have on your right there that you
Yeah,
screenshot, it's the same thing that happens to me. So I don't know if
would
it's a setting, like it doesn't match to your other DOM that you have on the left there. It should be indicating more orders placed, right?
right, like it should have like see how it's 4137, 413675. It should show the orders on 413725, 413750.
It does the same thing for me, and I don't know how to adjust it, or I don't know what's going on there.
Ah, all right. Let me ask GPT.
ChatGPT doesn't know anything about that. I'd be
It's got to
shocked.
know something about something at some point.
That's its job,
Amy,
is
do
to
you
learn.
know?
I was only half listening, because I'm sort of shorting the NQ up here, seeing if we can get some movement to the downside. Are you looking for more data? Is that what you're looking for? Like more of the...
If you check the main chat real quick, I did 2 screenshots. One is
Okay.
ES's active trader, one is TradingView's DOM. And basically what I'm looking for is the same type of active trader on TOS but on TradingView, which I guess would be more order flow, which would probably be got to pay for it.
Oh yeah, you need more. You only have top of book right now, so you need to ask for yeah. You've got to get the they probably have a different level package or something like that.
Right.
I don't use their DOM, so but I doubt that it's a setting.
See, there's the DOM that you have there is definitely just top of book. You need the actual depth of market plan. So
Yeah.
Got you.
usually that was when I was trading with Tradeovate, that was like $15 a month, but I think they upped that to like $18 a month, if I'm not mistaken, for that package. So it might be just the next tier up.
Well, I have the most expensive package on TradingView, and I have the same.
Okay,
Same.
so under trading, you want to go to instant orders placement.
Okay.
So right click, trading settings. trading and then look for instant orders
All right.
place.
Here comes
Yeah.
our last setup, and then I've got to go let some
on.
coffee out and sign off here in a few minutes. But this is testing that 411 pretty critically.
Did
We've
you
had
find that?
quite the trend up.
I think he found that a while ago. He put it
Yeah,
in the chat.
the instant placement thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found that earlier.
Oh, sorry. I'm only half listening. My apologies.
No, that's all right. I
Yes,
thought I thanked you for
that
it,
didn't
so
change anything. I just Googled it real quick. Depth of market. So it's not.
I asked GPT. It says click on the depth of market button on the top of the chart to open the DOM panel. Did that. Click on the gear icon in the top right corner of the DOM panel. I don't see a gear icon in the depth of market.
There's a depth of market preferences. Where are you?
I think it's talking about the three dots there, and then it says show zero trading volume price. It says show price between the best bid and ask, but I have them both clicked and it still doesn't do anything.
No, but it says once you click the gear icon in the DOM panel, in the settings section, increase the visible levels parameter to display more orders on the DOM. You can also adjust price step parameter to control the distance between entry level and DOM. Additionally, you can add plus and minus buttons next to the visible levels. So where is all that?
How do you get level 2 data? It's only available for a limited number of symbols. Make sure you're connected to the broker.
All right, I've got.
And that's what I always thought, because I'm on paper trading right now, and I think once I connect it to my interactive brokers, that DOM will change.
Let me see if
Maybe.
I connect to
Because the data on my interactive brokers is gonna fill all those.
Right.
Connected to Trade
I believe that's how it works, but not sure.
Trying to identify and predict the pain range on SPY for a minute here. Let me get this out real quick, and then I'm gonna probably wrap it up. Looking like the upper limit on that right now is actually 414, right dead in the middle of my my little butterfly. Downside looking at 405 currently, so that's quite the range. That's $10 wide, a little over $10 wide, and essentially what I'm looking for is that to basically become halved. So as time goes on between now and about noon, those strikes will drop by about half value. They'll go from 6 cents contract at that strike to about 3 cents a contract. When that happens, look in to that range coming down on both sides by about $2. So that takes us from a $10 wide to an $8 wide. It's at the outer edge of my sweet spot for trading these 0 days. So if it doesn't come down to where it's about $6 wide by about 12:30, it's a no-go. All right. Tested at 411. We're coming back into accumulation here. We might get that move to finish. Apple didn't quite make it up to that halfway point, and I've got a few other major headers like Amazon and Tesla and a couple others at key resistance levels. So we might get pulled back here, and this might just end up faking out and coming back through this regression line and going for a bearish 1-for-1 outside of here. That would take us to about 410.40. Or if all of a sudden everything kind of starts to rip, and Apple can certainly do it. It's kind of high and tight here in spite of this little M-top rounding top thing looking here. Look at support. It's right here, the previous high. Let me draw a line. So we're testing that right now. So this is your go, no-go area. So if it holds this and bounces, we get a quick 1-for-1. It takes us to the upper third of that box for the 1-for-1, and we could resume that trend up for about a shot at about 175 for the short term. So probably by about midday we'll reach there. If that fails, we go and retest about half that move down to this overlap here at about 171.50. So that's Apple. Looking at Amazon, we're like really stretched up against resistance right now. Same with Tesla, we're really right up against key resistance. So if those things tend to fall off and they break their support line, or they break below the go no go line, so to speak, SPY will follow, and that takes us back down to test that 410.50 area, 410.40 area. And if we can't hold there, no accumulation, it'll break us down to the difference. So we got the upper edge, or the lower edge of the upper liquidity zone that we're in right now, and we got the upper edge of the lower liquidity zone. That can be a revert right back to support, so we get a swing for the day. This is where you can still mess with the 0 day, but you've got to be really, really careful with it, because your pain range is still at 405. That's below our lower liquidity zone, and it's actually right at our key support area for the diamond pattern. So not likely going to hit there in the money or at the money. You can swing the percentage on it between that noontime break and maybe 1 o'clock or 1:30. You might get close enough to it where you can get a quick percentage scalp. You could take like a 3-cent entry and then turn it into a 9-cent return. Okay, but that's not really worth the squeeze, because you'd rather have something that's about $6 wide and likely to be in the money, or at least at the money, by about no later than 3:30. It's a very tight window to trade that. So if you can't get that pain zone to come down to a $6 total width range, it's a no-go. So be cautious with those 0 days if you're into that strategy. And I'm still perfecting that strategy. And the reason I'm doing it is so I can help everybody with PDT restrictions day trade without day trading. That's my process there. So I'm going to make that happen as much as I can. I'm going to put down some details on paper, start writing some articles, doing some tutorials and stuff like that on how to trade these 0 days.
Jeremy the GOAT.
My ultimate goal
Thankful
is
for
to
you.
get those to work on SPX, and that's where it's really going to change.
That'd be crazy, bro. You'd be bringing everybody to another level. SPX is insane.
It is, and there's definitely money to be had there on 0 days, man. It's incredible. I know Sig trades them a little differently. He'll sell credits 0 days to open, like he would have sold the put side at the open if you expected a trend day today.
Okay.
Probably right on this break. What I'm doing is doing a conversion strategy. So I'm converting from a strangle to a to lock in profit on whichever side it breaks. So I can start from neutral. So if I get the open and it tests here and I wasn't sure if it was going to trend up or trend down from here, I could start from the middle and then just rotate the winner by selling a strike against it. So it's completely the opposite of what Sig does. Sig will go and sell a credit spread, and if it starts to fade back into his credit spread, he'll just close it for break even or a slight loss. If he were to sell a Condor credit spread, like sell the call side and the put side, he could walk one side or the other. That's fine. Just to me, that's a much higher risk to reward ratio than I like to trade, especially on a small account. So I'm going to actually do the inverse of that and go with start from neutral with a strangle and then run whichever side breaks by flipping it into a different strategy. So taking a strangle and turning one side of it into a debit spread that trades for a credit, and it locks in the profit on one side. And then if you get a range day where you end up from start to finish, you go across the midsection, you can lock that into a I can't lose Condor that locks in incredible returns because you lock in profit on both sides of the strangle. That's been known to happen. And when you get a perfect range day with a nice $10 wide move on SPY or even an $8 wide move on SPY, dude, you can kill it on those days if you're really good with that strategy. And then run that with SPX, and it's like all of a sudden it makes SPY look like a molehill.
Yeah.
Yo, NQ trying to push lower. ES is not giving up.
And it's kind of hanging in here. It's holding that 411, and if it continues to do so for a while, we could stretch a big-ass 1-for-1 right to the top of the liquidity zone. Before I go, I'm going to draw the box. Why not? Bottom to top move, right? Let me zoom out so you can see it better. No. Where's that go? Top of the liquidity zone and slightly out of it even. So if we get a full-on 1-for-1 day from start to finish, pre-market start to finish, that's our target. Got to hold 411 and converge for a while before it even attempts it. And like I said, that's right where my butterfly sits. So
Here we go.
if it gives us that 1-for-1 today, I'll be dancing.
I think you're just looking for a reason to dance.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when there's big money involved, it makes me dance. Yeah.
But aren't you gonna dance tonight?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna dance anyway. We'll do the hat
Got it.
dance.
Enough tequila, anybody dances.
That's right. A little bit of tequila, everybody dances. That is for sure.
Like, Ricardo, I don't know. Do you use level 2 or anything?
No, but I want to.
It's cool. I'm watching 4135 right now as a key level, and I was looking at level 2, and level 2's orders were about 250 compared to the other orders, which are about 170 max. So I could tell that's a heavy level right there. That
So on
4135.
when you're looking at the DOM and you're looking at the order flow, nothing under 500 is significant.
All right, I'm looking at. Okay, I'm not looking at that. Whenever I mention something, you always gotta tell me how I'm wrong about this for this active trader stuff. I'm looking at Thinkorswim. No, is that not different?
Well, I mean, if you're looking at a DOM and you're looking at the stacked orders, the advertised quote unquote orders, right?
Yeah.
Volume wise, unless there's
You're
orders
not going to see something over 500 on
right,
Thinkorswim.
because I mean that's a normal. It's in other words, there's nothing really significant about a couple hundred orders at any level. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
What
but
really
these
gets
aren't just.
attention in the ES is orders over 500. You know, if there's levels of that, then that's you want to keep an eye on, see if they're actually going to be traded or not.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I will see
All
you
right, Jeremy,
guys
full
on Monday.
trading.
Have a wonderful weekend. And
You too,
Yes,
bro.
you as well. Thank you. And everybody, I gotta get going too. Have a great weekend.
See ya. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
happy
Yes,
Cinco,
happy
guys.
Cinco de Mayo,
Happy
everybody.
holidays.
Happy Revenge
care.
of the 5th, however you want to look at it.
Revenge of the Fifth.
Yeah, I've got my Spaceballs shirt on, so
Oh, that's funny.
it's got that picture of Dark Helmet on the front, and it says, "I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes." One of my favorite shirts. All right, guys. Well, look for that 1-for-1 to trade in here. I'm going to leave my dope up for as much as I can. I will probably have to take it down briefly at about noon, and then I'll put it back up for the rest of the day. So you guys can kind of get an eyeball on what I'm thinking. If I'm still at my chair, you can see me changing things on my chart or whatever. You've known me long enough. You see me put lines on the chart. You know what I'm thinking.
The ghost
That's
of Jeremy over there working on stuff.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. And try not to party too hard tonight. You got to have enough brain cells left to work with this trading price action on Monday. And, you know,
Right.
everybody loves a Monday, but after a weekend of partying, it's even worse. So
Saving my partying for next week.
there you go. All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you around.
Take care, Jeremy.
You too.